work. And you know what? That same discussion is going on today. The same discussion is going on today. The studies, and there are a lot of studies that are out there, have been at best marginal in terms of the results, and at worst a waste of money. Now, that's not to say that that initiative, the wellness initiative, is a necessary component of healthcare. However, what's always been missing in this whole notion of wellness is patient responsibility. Everyone here will be able to probably tell me exactly how much we spend on healthcare in this country and how much everyone else doesn't spend. But folks, it's not about our healthcare system. It really isn't. There is no correlation, none, between healthcare systems and longevity and acute care illness. Some of the healthiest cultures in this world don't even have healthcare systems. So what is it? It's lifestyle choices. Lifestyle choices. We in the United States love the word choice. We in the United States love saying to our doctor, fix me. I think there's some movements afoot, and again, I will go back to Kaiser Permanente. They got it. Their efforts on wellness are surrounding what they call patient-centered system. They have technology where I can go on, if I'm a patient or I'm a member of Kaiser Permanente, and I can see all the various interactions with the healthcare system that I have in the last many years. And then let's say I want to do something about if I have diabetes. I can go into that site and program and create a program for me personally about my diabetes. Then I get to manage it. See, what's been missing has been this ability to put your arms around things. And and we just have a horrible way of not taking responsibility for what we know is our responsibility. Ultimately, that's our body. And so we rely on others to take care of it. Because the system wasn't there. How many people bank online? Raise your hands. Okay, so probably everyone in this room could probably tell me their last charge. How many people have been to a doctor last year? Raise your hands. That's a sick group. I love you guys. How many people can go and tell me what tests were done and the results of those tests? Okay, not bad, not bad. Now, how many people can go online and get that information? One. You're probably a member of Health Falls. That's wrong. Here you're managing your bank account, and I imagine the students, that bank account is not that big yet. But the most important thing in your life, the most important thing in your life is your health, folks. And you can't tell me about your health. However, that dawn is here. Again, there's technology out there now, and wellness will take a major role in healthcare in the future because the technology is there now. What was lacking is technology. We all want to be better. We all want to look better, feel better. And we all want to be the ideal way. We're not all going to be, but at least we all can manage our health with technology. And it's there today. So that's why we are on the dawn of a new era in healthcare. And I am so excited for you folks because you're going to be the drivers of that. Yeah. By then, hopefully, I'll be on my boat down in Florida somewhere and just hoping that somebody's going to take care of me. But by and large, you are the guys that are going to make that change because the technology is there now. There's a question here.
How do you think the implementation of EMR is going to affect the system?
Anyone hear that question? What is about this electronic medical record? Two things in healthcare are going to change. And, I hate to use this word, but the real paradigm, the real paradigm is going to come with changes in the role of practitioners and changes in technology. The electronic medical record today is really focused on hospitals, primarily to make hospitals more efficient, and it's doing it. It's doing the right thing. But the connectivity now to the patient, the connectivity to the provider, the connectivity to the pharmacy, the connectivity to the example that I gave, the American Diabetes Association, the connectivity to your physical training, all that is there. It's there. We just now need to embrace it and implement it. And it will be. I am 100% sure over the next 5 to 7 years, you'll be able to go to your computer and find out how well you're doing. There's technology out there now that devices utilizing wireless devices that will take your blood pressure, take your levels of insulin, automatically beam it to a health vault, and so you can monitor to see whether or not you're out of whack. And by the way, if your doctor go on it and see as well. So the technology there, EMR, electronic medical records, are going to be paramount, absolutely paramount to the success of that. So health IT is going to be a good profession, by the way, a huge profession. Yes, sir.
So kind of intrinsic in your making medical records available to the public, this idea that the public is going to become instantaneously more educated about what to do with them. So how do you get the public more educated about how to handle their own medical information? I mean, that's a huge downfall. I mean, if you make it available to them, what can they do with it?
Yeah. Oh, did everyone hear the question? The question is, okay, so let's say we have this technology out there, and I guess when we go on and look at our health records and what's happening, so what do I do with it now? What do I do with it now? Well, I heard for the first time the whole movement towards health education. When I say health educators today, this afternoon, those are folks whose responsibility to help communicate about health education. I have a granddaughter that is 5 years old. She has an iPhone. She has an application on the iPhone. She go on the iPhone and do an application. There's an application out there today that will give you health information. No matter what it is, it'll give you the health information. The reality is we will have to educate our constituency, our public, as to how you manage this incredible resource. And you start with folks my age, and you start with folks my granddaughter's age. You don't skip a generation. You start with everyone. And the younger generation is going to pick it up like that because they know how to use technology. And when that information is there, it's so some of the new things out. Anyone ever take a health assessment test, health risk assessment? It's all prompted. It says to you, okay, if you have this, have you done this? So it's very much prompted. It's very user friendly, and the health assessment risk profile that Kaiser Permanente uses in conjunction with Microsoft Health Vault is so simple that an individual that's not involved with healthcare can go through a list of questions, which are essentially longitudinal questions that will go vertically into the disease entity, and it'll tell you exactly what to do. And you can, at this particular level, say, see a doctor or see this. It'll help you. It'll help you. It'll be a process of education. It's not going to occur overnight. But we know it works because Kaiser Permanente spends $5,000 per patient for health care. Massachusetts, which just recently passed universal health services, spent $10,000. Twice the amount. Twice the amount. The outcomes, which are most important, of a patient and their program are far better than the outcomes of other single-payer systems, nationwide as well as worldwide. So it's about getting people educated. And the role of a health educator in the next 10 years is going to be as important as the role of a physician.
I have a question about electronic medical records and electronic divide. The idea that you might leave people behind that don't have access.
Right.
How does Kaiser Permanente do that?
I'll tell you about Health Vault that works with Kaiser. And again, I'm not here to endorse or to say this is the only system out there. I just the system I know well. They have